Hey everyone, Chef Lene here. How's it going? It's been a long time. I haven't been on this Farm at Pine Creek page. Those of you that know me from the Farm at Pine Creek, I miss the food cart a lot and I miss talking with you guys, maybe having a beer with you every now and again. So I've been teaching the last 5 years. I absolutely love it. That's my first love. And I am teaching a plant-based program at Auguste Escoffier College, which is absolutely amazing. I love it. Some of you might know me from Le Cordon Bleu in Orlando, where I taught for 13 years as well. I'm so excited to show you a little something I've been into. I've been doing a lot of research. This is a Como grain mill, and I am now distributing products, Finger Lakes non-GMO, organic products. I have 5 here. I do have price lists, let me know. I will deliver for a small fee, and that will cover my time and my gas. The whole mission here is to enable people in this area to utilize all of the amazing products from the Finger Lakes. I'm living in Corning now. I can hop over to Ithaca and get so many amazing products. I know there's a lot in Pennsylvania as well. So in this tri-state area, I just wanted to provide at a reasonable price to you and teach you how to cook with them or how to maybe convert to a plant-based diet a couple days a week. What are the reasons for that? One, keeps costs down. Two, we don't know what's going to go on with agriculture with all of this tariff talk, right? We won't get into that, but this is a great way to save money. I have really reduced my spending on groceries the last couple years by incorporating these kind of staples, and it's much healthier. I feel so much better. Okay, non-GMO, organically grown products aren't going to have any chemicals in them. Okay, helps the biodiversity. It helps cut down on our carbon footprint because we're not, trucking product all the way across the United States, and it's very reasonable. And I plan to charge just enough to make it worth my time to bring those goods to you. I have garbanzo beans here, small red beans. These are amazing. I have worked with all of these. These are hulless oats, also known as groats. You can flake them into oatmeal. You can ensure that they are gluten-free because they're not being cross contact with a wheat product. And many of these big processing plants, they use the same equipment to cut them or flake them as they do for wheat berries. And then I have black beans as well here, as well as wheat berries. These are called winter red, okay, high protein, like a bread flour, but I can get low protein whole wheat berries as well. All right, so what can we do with these things? We can make meat substitutes that are amazing. You can make fermented items with them. All can be ground, and I will provide that service for you. I can grind it for you. I can teach you how to use the flour from all of these products, teach you how to make oat milk with the groats, and then grind it so that nutritional value is still present and you get it as soon as possible, right? So in my grinder, this one is stone, and there's just 2 stone plates that work against one another to grind the product once. It can be super fine, it can be ground a little bit larger, but again, any flour that you bake with this would be whole grain, meaning that it still contains the bran and the germ, but also it's going to have all in it, hasn't been bleached out. So you do know that flour in the grocery store, pre-ground and bleached, is a carcinogen. It's allowed by the Food and Drug Administration, but it's highly recommended that you don't. right? And then if you think you're purchasing whole wheat bread at the grocery store, chances are you're not because of labeling laws. The label can say whole wheat when it's really a below 20% whole wheat product. And then that's not to mention all the additives that are in there, right? They become fortified because a lot of those nutrients have been removed during that bleaching process. Can you believe? Right? But even just aging on the shelf, you're not going to have as much nutrient in there. It's not going to be whole grain because it's too expensive, and the producer wants to keep those costs down. In addition to that, consumers think that if something is snow white and it looks beautiful, then it must be healthier, right? Because it's white. Well, this isn't white, right? So it shouldn't look white, really. But we just get used to that. And we need to learn as consumers how to change our mindset, right? And maybe save some money, eat an item that's more nutritious, right? And then eat locally. Again, with the tariff situation, we don't know what's going to happen to grocery costs, but grocery costs, and I can tell you as a caterer, are already through the roof. In fact, lots of restaurants you see are going out of business and have. And it really is difficult as a caterer to purchase raw products without putting that cost onto the consumer, right? Just to give you an example, some of my research that I did about the importing of wheat, right? So Canada imports 59% of wheat, Italy 12.6%, the United Arab Emirates at 10%, India 16%, Mexico 3.97%, right? Now, a lot of our wheat does come from Midwest and beyond, so out west, right? And you can do your research. I implore you to do that and know what you're purchasing. Every dollar that you spend is you voting for or against a process or a product, right? So what better time to learn than right now? Okay, and I can help you with that. I don't miss meat. I consider myself a flexitarian, which vegetarians will laugh at me for saying that. But when I feel like I want meat, I will eat red meat, but I want to purchase it local and grass-fed, which increases the price of it, right? On Monday, April 14th, between 6 and 7 Eastern Time, I'm going to give a complimentary class. And all you have to do is inbox me that you're interested, and I will send you the link to a Zoom class, and we'll discuss all of this stuff. You can bring your questions. I'll explain to you how the whole purchasing of these products is going to work. If you just want to purchase some products, let me know. I sell them in 25-pound bulk bags as well. I can tell you how to store it because beans can last up to 8 to 10 years if you store it properly, okay? And then how to cook with it, most importantly, and then why it's beneficial to incorporate more of these products into your diet, all right? And how to cook it, of course, because we don't want the lectins that have been kind of a stain on the whole, nutritional value of beans, which I don't buy because the lectins are, they dissipate during the cooking process. All right. So I hope you guys are excited. In the cooking class, I plan to show you how this thing operates, talk to you about some wheat mills, or this mill will process any of the things that you see here, anything that's not of a high fat content. But I'll show you how it works. Again, handmade in Austria. I spent $900 on this, but you don't have to. You can get different versions. I didn't want a stainless steel blade. I wanted to go with the old-fashioned stone. So I'll talk to you about that. And anything else you want to know about incorporating plant-based into your diet. I know a lot of people want to do it and they don't know where to start. Okay, inbox me, guys. Thanks for listening. I appreciate it.